Palantir keeps it strong today, soaring to massive $116 per share. The community is hyped. However, skeptics shake it all up, exploiting Palantir's secret technique. Elon Musk just did the unthinkable, and Palantir might be at the center of it. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Palantir just shocked everyone. Again, its stock price skyrocketed today, reaching a jaw-dropping $116 per share. Nobody saw this coming, and even now, people are struggling to wrap their heads around it. It's one of those moments where you check the chart, refresh the page, and still can't believe what you're seeing. One Twitter analyst summed it up perfectly. Guys, Palantir is actually $100+. I don't know if it's hit me yet. And honestly, that's the mood right now. It's surreal. A company that was once stuck in the mud is now absolutely flying, leaving everyone wondering, how did this even happen so fast? But then, just as fast as it shot up, Palantir's stock cooled off a bit, settling around $110 per share. Still an insane run, but that initial spike didn't hold for long. Here's the thing, though. Even with this crazy history-making move, some people are still super bearish on Palantir. And, of course, they're saying the same thing they always do. It's a massive bubble, just waiting to pop. They've been calling it overhyped for years, and even now, after this explosive rally, they're doubling down. However, some people are still bullish, with one analyst saying that it could reach as high as $400. But here's the kicker. Some people aren't just calling Palantir a bubble. They're saying it's straight-up money-grabbing. One analyst broke it down, explaining how Palantir has been raking in massive amounts of cash using a strategy that's been raising eyebrows. According to a Financial Times report, Palantir is making millions through something called the revolving door technique. Basically, it hires and rotates high-level executives in and out of government agencies, which just so happens to land them huge government contracts. However, this might not be the case. It's not outright shady, but it's definitely a way of keeping strong connections where it matters most. By having key people move between Palantir and high-level government roles in Washington and Westminster, the company keeps a steady influence on the decisions that bring in those lucrative deals. And it's been working. This strategy has allegedly been fueling Palantir's insane growth over the past few years. On top of that, Peter Thiel, Palantir's co-founder and chairman, has been a major supporter of Donald Trump, which some believe has only helped the company gain even more favor in government circles. So while Palantir's stock is making headlines, critics argue that it's not just about smart business moves, it's about knowing the right people in the right places. But wait, maybe we don't need to stress about all this. Right as the bears started piling on, one analyst quickly stepped in to set the record straight, and according to him, the skeptics just don't get it. An investor who goes by deep value investing thinks the negativity around Palantir is completely misplaced. In his words, "I believe Palantir has the strongest narrative in the US equities market today, with spectacular growth results. This is just the beginning." What sets Palantir apart? Deep Value points to its AIP platform, the secret sauce that makes the company truly different. Unlike other AI systems that sometimes hallucinate and spit out unreliable answers, Palantir's ontology-based approach actually maps out and understands an organization's unique data, workflows, and decision-making processes. In simple terms, it keeps AI grounded in reality, making it way more useful for big businesses. And here's where it gets wild. According to Deep Value, Palantir isn't just building software, it's creating programmable AI agents that could completely change how businesses operate, replacing a ton of manual work. That's next-level automation, and if it plays out the way he expects, Palantir's dominance is only getting started. His take? Short-term dips don't matter. He's keeping his strong buy rating on Palantir, believing that whatever pullbacks happen in the next few weeks will just be noise in the bigger picture. Over the next 24 months, he sees this stock going places, and no amount of skepticism is going to change that. And here's the crazy part. Remember in our last video when we talked about Donald Trump and Elon Musk's plan to dig deep into government spending? Well, things are already moving fast. Turns out, Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, has already found and cut over $1 billion in federal spending. That was quick. According to reports, more than half of these cuts are hitting diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, while other savings come from slashing $30 million in digital modernization efforts and $4 million in unnecessary federal leases. And this is just the start. They're aiming to cut as much as $2 trillion from the budget. But here's where it gets even wilder. DOGE is now setting its sights on even bigger spending areas, like the National Institutes of Health, the Department of Education, and the massive $842 billion defense budget. Trump himself said Musk's team is uncovering fraud, waste, and abuse everywhere, and now they're even investigating Medicare and Medicaid payments for potential fraud. And it doesn't stop there. In a move that nobody saw coming, Donald Trump just halted the production of new pennies. And yes, you read that right. A viral Twitter post summed it up. President Trump halted all production of new pennies. Looks like Elon and Trump are penny pinching. Quite frankly, I love this. We are $36 trillion in debt. Something needs to be done. This admin with Elon and DOGE might be our best chance to audit the government and give future generations a chance to not be buried in debt. Think about that for a second. No more new pennies. It's a small thing, but it sends a huge message. Every single dollar matters. And this administration is making moves that no one else has dared to try. And once again, this all loops back to Palantir. If the government is getting serious about tracking every cent, cutting waste, and overhauling spending, who do you think has the tech to help make that happen? Palantir's entire business is built on data, efficiency, and uncovering hidden insights. If the DOGE team really wants to dig deep and restructure how government money is managed, Palantir could end up being the biggest beneficiaries of this whole movement. We're witnessing something huge here. Government spending is being put under a microscope, and companies like Palantir might be perfectly positioned to capitalize on it. And this might actually be true, because guess what? Palantir was involved in making DOGE happen. According to a report, at least 3 people linked to Palantir were involved in recruiting engineers for Musk's Department of Government Efficiency last year. They weren't posting job ads. They were scouting talent in chat groups, Discord servers, and private forums looking for software engineers to help slash federal spending. One of them, Anthony Janso, a former Palantir engineer, was personally recruited by Steve Davis, a top Musk ally. They pitched DOGE as a once-in-a-lifetime chance to fix government inefficiency, and plenty of ex-Palantir employees jumped on board. Now, going back, if the DOGE is aggressively cutting spending, Palantir could face both risks and opportunities. On one hand, budget reductions might put some of its government contracts under scrutiny, especially if they're seen as too expensive or non-essential. Since a significant portion of Palantir's revenue comes from government deals, any major cuts in defense, intelligence, or federal IT spending could pose a challenge. However, if the focus is on making government operations more efficient rather than just slashing costs indiscriminately, Palantir could actually benefit. Its AI-driven analytics platforms are designed to streamline decision-making, eliminate waste, and enhance operational efficiency, all things that would align with a government looking to modernize while cutting costs. If Elon Musk has any real influence in this initiative, that could also play to Palantir's advantage. Musk has always been a strong advocate for AI-driven automation, and if he sees Palantir as a valuable tool in that mission, the company could find itself in a stronger position rather than a weaker one. From a market perspective, investors might react with uncertainty at first, fearing that cost-cutting measures will hit Palantir's revenue. But if the company successfully positions itself as an essential efficiency solution, it could turn this into an opportunity. And when this happens, it might shock a lot of people again. And the crazy part is the $400 price prediction can easily be achievable. The key will be how the cuts are structured, whether they're just about reducing expenditures across the board, or if they involve shifting spending toward AI-powered optimization, in which case Palantir could actually gain from the shakeup. So, looking ahead, Palantir's future looks bright. The company isn't just riding hype, it's proving itself with real utility and practical use in some of the biggest sectors out there. And for investors, it all comes down to what the great Charlie Munger once said: all intelligent investment is value investment. Why would you want to buy something that wasn't worth as much as you were paying for it? That's exactly the case with Palantir. The skeptics keep calling it a bubble, but time and time again, it's proving why it's valuable. From government contracts to AI-driven solutions, and even its role in reshaping federal spending. If this company is truly rewriting the rules, then the real question isn't if Palantir is overpriced. It's whether people have fully grasped just how valuable it really is. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.
New all-time high is on the horizon. How does that sound? I am pretty sure just one thought of it makes you excited. But what if I told you that there's a potential to triple the expectations? The Shiba Inu would literally explode in price. But recent discovery proves that it actually might be more than possible. And all of this because of one little detail we haven't been paying attention to. What a shame. But what is it about? And why should we be excited? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. In the past 7 days, more than 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens have been moved, catching everyone's attention due to the significant increase in volatility. This massive movement is like a tidal wave in the world of cryptocurrency. To put it into perspective, 17 trillion tokens represent a huge portion of Shiba Inu's circulating supply, making this activity impossible to ignore. Such a large transfer of tokens often raises eyebrows because it can signal that the Shiba Inu is in a good place. What if it's not? Well, let me explain. A big shift in the market. When so much of a cryptocurrency is moved in a short period, it usually means that something big is happening behind the scenes. This could be anything from large holders or whales making strategic moves to potential changes in the market sentiment. With on-chain activity surging like this, many people are hopeful that a bullish trend might be on the horizon for Shiba Inu in the upcoming week. Recently, Shiba Inu's price has shown significant volatility, with charts indicating regular testing of support and resistance levels. This pattern suggests that Shiba Inu is in a consolidation phase, which means it's gathering momentum before making a significant move. This behavior makes people feel that a crucial shift is about to happen. It's like watching a calm before the storm. Everything is quiet, but you can sense that something big is on the way. Imagine standing by the shore and noticing the waves getting stronger and more frequent. You know a big wave is coming, but you can't tell exactly when or how powerful it will be. Investors are in a similar situation, feeling the anticipation and preparing for Shiba Inu to make its next big move. But here's something interesting. Even though 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens were moved in the last 7 days, the price doesn't reflect this activity. In fact, Shiba Inu's price is down by 7% during the same period. This contradiction has people scratching their heads. Normally, such a large movement of tokens would be expected to have a significant impact on the price. When this much activity is happening, it's a good sign that Shiba Inu is going to have a significant impact on the price, especially with high trading volumes. Prices usually go up or down more dramatically. But seeing a 7% drop instead of a rise or a major change is puzzling to many investors. This situation leaves people wondering what's going on behind the scenes. They question whether this massive transfer is a strategic move by big players, or if there are other factors at play that aren't immediately visible. It's like expecting a big gig. Wave to hit the shore after seeing the tide rise, but then the water suddenly calms down in a second. Instead, this unexpected turn of events keeps everyone guessing about what might happen next. One of the factors that might have contributed to this unexpected price drop is the rising rumors and negativity towards the Shiba Inu development team. You might remember that they launched a lot of projects back in the day. But now, with no recent updates, people are losing hope and faith in the team. This happens because in the crypto world, trust and confidence play a huge role. When a team launches new projects, It creates excitement and optimism. But when there are no updates or progress reports, investors start to worry. They begin to doubt whether the team can deliver on their promises, and this doubt can lead to selling off their tokens, driving the price down. From an ethical point of view, it's understandable why people feel this way. They invested their money based on the promise of future developments. When those developments don't happen or aren't communicated, it feels like a broken promise. Transparency and consistent communication from the development team are crucial to maintaining trust. Without it, rumors and negativity can easily spread, causing further damage to the project's reputation and value. And one of the projects at the center of the hate and discussions was Shiba Inu's Metaverse project. The last major update for the project came in March 2024, when Lucy shared a sneak peek into the progress made on Shiba Inu Metaverse. Since then, the community hasn't received many updates about the project. This lack of information stirred speculation that the team might have forgotten about the Metaverse project. With growing concerns about the lack of updates, Shiba Inu's marketing lead, Lucy, addressed the issue in a Twitter post today. According to Lucy, the less information disclosed about the Metaverse project now, the more impactful the next revelation will be when it's unveiled. And this approach actually quite makes sense. By keeping details under wraps, the team can build anticipation and ensure that when they do reveal new information, it has a bigger impact. Tactic often used to create suspense and excitement, making the eventual announcement feel like a significant event rather than just another update. Lucy ended her tweet with the phrase, "This suggests that even though the team hasn't shared any updates about Shiba Inu Metaverse, they are actively working on it behind the scenes." This is reassuring for investors and supporters who have been worried about the project's future. Hearing this is good news because it restores some confidence. It shows that the team is aware of the community's concerns and is strategically planning their next move. This kind of communication is a good thing. This kind of communication helps to rebuild trust and can reinvigorate interest in the project, potentially leading to positive movements in the token's value. In addition, Lucy has often taken to the X social media platform to address the Shiba Inu community about those spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Shiba Inu and its developer team. Instead of suggesting a confrontational approach, Lucy proposes a peaceful and calm solution. In her tweets, Lucy advises the global Shiba Inu army on how to react to FUD and those who are interested in Shiba Inu. Attacking Shiba Inu. Her advice is simple. Do nothing. Let the fudders be, she recommends. Don't let them get to you. Be yourself. Choose positivity and positive things will happen. She also shared her personal approach, saying, "I simply forget they exist and leave them to their fate." This advice encourages the community to stay focused on their goals and not be distracted by negativity, promoting a positive and constructive atmosphere within the Shiba Inu community. And it looks like this approach has worked. The hate seems to have stopped, and Shiba Inu has stopped falling in price. As of now, it appears to be pretty stable, with the price remaining flat over the last 24 hours.